Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live edition of WrestleScope TV and the AEW Revolution Predictions. I'm John, doing something a little bit different here tonight. Hello to my friends here on TikTok. We're going to do TikTok and YouTube live. Trying something a little different. You're not seeing all the different graphics and everything on YouTube tonight. I'm super excited for this pay-per-view. I really am. More excited than I've been for an AEW pay-per-view in a long time. It is a stacked show, 9 matches, some surprises that are going to be coming our way. We'll have to see what ends up happening. But please, join in on the conversation. Should be able to see comments. Yes, comments are live. So we're going to have that going. And let's see. Hey, yeah, we got the StreamYard working perfectly there. So we are going to jump into the predictions here. I have no inside knowledge of what's going on. Hold on. Let me adjust this a second. No, okay. Well, we're just going to have to leave it the way it is. Okay. We are going to kick things off with the buy-in match, with the pre-show match. It is Thunder Rosa and Riho. They faced each other in the semifinals of the Women's Eliminator Tournament on the U.S. side, had an absolutely amazing match, but now they're going to be tag teaming, and they're going to be going against Dr. Britt Baker and Rebel. Now, the big question mark right now is Rebel, and hello to everybody on TikTok. I'll get to you guys in a little bit. Rebel is a question mark right now. I don't know if it's storyline or legit injury, but there's talks that she will not be cleared to go tomorrow night. I think this is opening the door for somebody new coming into AEW. I don't think it's going to be somebody that's on the roster right now. And we're going to see a surprise number 1 in the buy-in. And that is going to be tag teaming with Dr. Britt Baker. But I've got to go with Thunder Rosa and Riho in this match. They worked so well against each other, and I see them working well together. I'm excited. Thunder Rosa is kind of a big question mark right now, though, because NWA is starting back up in 2 weeks. They've got their big pay-per-view, their big launch coming back on March 21st, and Thunder Rosa is part of that. Is she still going to be a part of AEW or not? I'm sincerely hoping so. I'm hoping that partnership still continues on, but we shall see. In this buy-in match, I am going to go, though, with the team of Thunder Rosa and Riho. We move on next. We're going to go to the Casino Battle Royal for a future AEW Tag Team title shot. I don't have the full listing of all the teams here. I'm not going to go through all of them. There is one open slot still available for this. I want to see one of the 2 Dark Order teams win this. I really would like to see that happen, but I am heavily leaning towards Santana and Ortiz. A lot of it depends on who this mystery team, this last team, is going to be that's coming in. But I really have to go with Santana and Ortiz, and I will explain that a little bit later on, why I'm choosing that direction. This is going to be a fun match. This really is. A lot of interesting teams that are involved in this whole thing, but I definitely see this going in the direction of Santana and Ortiz. But again, my heart's saying I really like to see one of the Dark Order teams win. I really would. They've got 2 teams in there, but I don't think it's going to end up doing. All right, let me jump over to TikTok here real quick. Got to say hi to Jim, Laugh Taylor, Sinister for President, Brian, Michael Campbell, lots of great people over there. Tap Taylor, I will definitely check that out. Sasha Banks fan, you're jumping ahead of me. I will get to Moxley and Omega, okay? And yes, Seabreeze, I did see your last post to me. All right, up next, we are going to have Miro and Kip Sabian taking on Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Obviously, this has been going on for months now, and I would like to see Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor get the win here, but I really cannot see Miro taking a loss. If Miro and Kip Sabian take the loss in here, I have to seriously begin to question what exactly they are doing with Miro. He came in there wasn't a ton of hoopla over him. There really wasn't. He immediately got thrown into this best man thing with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, and has been kind of the muscle, the brute for Kip Sabian, and is not being the star that he really could be. I have to lean towards Miro and Kip Sabian getting the victory here. It's not going to hurt Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor at all if they lose this match. It's not. But Miro being on the losing end of this could really hurt him. Unless they plan on splitting him and Kip Sabian apart. I could potentially see that happening where Miro snaps, Kip, for whatever reason, there's a miscommunication. Kip ends up taking the pin, and Miro snaps and goes off on his own and becomes the monster, the Bulgarian monster we know he can be. Maybe that's the route they go, but I'm going to lean towards Miro and Kip Sabian with the victory. I think Penelope Ford's going to somehow get involved. It will be Chucky Taylor that ends up taking the pin in this matchup. The next one, this is one of the ones that I'm really excited for. They have done a fantastic build for this one, and it is the big money match. Hangman Adam Page against Big Money Matt Hardy. And the winner of the match gets the first quarter 2021 earnings of the person that loses. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things working in favor of Matt Hardy. He's got Private Party in his back pocket. He's been paying off other people to get involved in matches and to help out with things. But then again, you've got Hangman Adam Page with the Dark Order, still his friends. I think we're going to see a lot of outside interference in this match. I think the Dark Order is going to come in, but it's going to come down to Hangman Adam Page is going to end up winning. It's going to cause Matt Hardy to snap. Hangman is going to spend all of that extra money on a huge bar tab for him and the Dark Order. You have to give the victory here to Hangman Adam Page. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic match, and one of the ones that I'm really super excited for. All right, coming up next, we have the Face of the Revolution ladder match for a future title shot for the TNT title. And there could be something else happening with this one, because Tony Khan came out this week. He's had a lot of interesting things to say this week. And Tony Khan came out and basically said that Darby Allin has got to be able to defend his TNT title this coming Wednesday on Dynamite. Otherwise, they will consider stripping him of the title. So this match, this six-man match, this ladder match for the brass ring, and it's actually going to be a brass ring held above the ring that you're going to grab for a TNT title shot. It's Cody Rhodes, Penta, Scorpio Sky, Lance Archer, Max Caster, and a TBA. I'll tell you right now, this to-be-announced person is not the person that Big Show and Tony Khan have been talking about. Okay, I'm going to say it right now. My money is on Ethan Page. I believe it's going to be Ethan Page coming in, was in Impact Wrestling until just a few weeks ago, about a month ago, actually. I see Ethan Page being the one coming in, and he'll be the sixth man in this match. Will he be the one to win it as the TBA coming in? Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to see that. But let's eliminate who it won't be. I can tell you it's not going to be Cody Rhodes. Cody is dealing with the shoulder injury right now. It is not going to be Max Caster, because the Acclaim right now is one of the hottest tag teams in AEW. They are not going to have Max Caster go off on a singles run away from the Acclaimed. Is it going to be Lance Archer? Maybe. It could be Lance Archer. Penta, boy, I'd like to actually see Penta win this. Penta would be good. Scorpio Sky would be good coming back from his injury. I think if it is Ethan Page, it's going to come down to either Ethan Page or Scorpio Sky, and I'm going to lean towards Ethan Page winning this Face of the Revolution ladder match, and it will set up for Ethan Page versus Darby Allin on Wednesday night at Dynamite. Maybe. No, McTaggart, you're saying the mystery ladder match participant is Christian. Again, I'm saying it is not. If Christian is Paul White's big surprise, yeah, it would make sense. But I'm going to go with Ethan Page. Let me jump to the comments here real quick. Brian says YouTube is better to watch on. Oh, look at that. I can get the comments up here. I love this. All right, Crazy. Hello, Crazy Uso. How are you doing? Hate these stipulations. Like the loser isn't getting paid still. Hard to say. Hard. No. Well, think about it. First quarter actually ends end of March. So who knows if they're still going to get paid or not. All right. The women's match. I got to say, I'm actually disappointed with this one. I really like Hikaru Shida. I was very happy that Ryo Mizunami beat Nyla Rose on Wednesday night, but it should be Thunder Rosa in this match. And I think a lot of it does have to do with the whole NWA is coming back, that Thunder Rosa did not get this spot. It should be Shida and Thunder Rosa. But with it being Ryo Mizunami, I think Hikaru Shida's title reign is going to continue. This is going to be a very fun match. These two women kind of got it started off already at the finals. At the end of the finals, Shida ended up handing the trophy to Ryo, and then they had kind of a little bit of a back and forth brawl, which was fun to watch. This one's going to be good, but I am leaning towards Hikaru Shida retaining her title. Had it been Nyla Rose, I think they may have given the belt to Nyla Rose. But I think what it's coming down to, Shida's going to hold on to the belt until Britt Baker wins it. It's going to end up being Britt Baker winning the title at some point in time here in the next couple of months. This match is going to be just crazy. The AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, who have had kind of a lackluster title reign. They've been kind of caught in this whole mix with the Super Elite, Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, that whole thing. They are taking on the Inner Circle's Chris Jericho and MJF. Now, we've already seen kind of the inner turmoil, the strife with the Inner Circle, Sammy Guevara walking away. I was originally thinking that Sammy was going to come back here at Revolution and end up costing Jericho and MJF the match. I don't think that's going to happen now. I think because of the real heat that Sammy Guevara is dealing with right now with Impact Wrestling and with AEW, I think they're going to keep him off of TV a little bit longer. I don't think he's going to come back quite yet. And I see Jericho and MJF winning these titles. I think it would be good for the tag division. I think it would be absolutely fantastic having Jericho and MJF as tag team champions, because you get Le Champion back once more, and MJF's ego can grow even bigger as he finally gets his first gold in AEW. It will be brand new tag team champions Chris Jericho and MJF. But this match is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I want to plug something here. If you folks have not watched Alex McCarthy's Wrestling Daily on YouTube, Google or search Wrestling Daily on YouTube. This past Thursday, Alex McCarthy and Louis Dangor of Wrestle Talk had MJF on as their guest. It was absolutely hilarious. I encourage you guys, go over. They've got it recorded. It's there for you to watch. Please watch that from Thursday. Wrestling Daily with Alex McCarthy on YouTube was absolutely fantastic. MJF was, well, he was MJF. Let's just put it that way. And I can happily say I got roasted by MJF on that show. All right. The match that a lot of people are talking about, obviously, Sting and the TNT champion Darby Allin against Team Taz's Brian Cage and Ricky Starks in a street fight. I was apprehensive about this one until 2 weeks ago when Brian Cage hit that just monstrous power bomb on Sting. Sting this last Wednesday getting physically involved again, and he looks like he's good to go. Quite honestly, I am actually amazed with how well he has looked. And with this being a street fight, they can kind of protect him in a way. But he looks like he's in good enough shape. With two guys like Ricky Starks and Darby Allin, these two young stars of the future, these are two of the 5 or 6 guys that AEW could build the next 5 to 10 years on. Brian Cage is already a proven commodity. The guy is unbelievable. This is going to be a fun match. There is no way that Sting's first match back since his terrible injury with Seth Rollins back at WWE a few years back, there is no way Sting and Darby Allin lose this match. But keep in mind, you've got that whole dark cloud hanging over Darby Allin that if he is unable to defend the TNT Championship on Wednesday night at Dynamite, that he will be stripped of the title. I don't think Tony Khan just said that to say it. I think something is going to happen here. I think Darby Allin's going to take some sort of a horrific bump in this match, and there's going to be a huge question mark on if he's going to be able to wrestle on Wednesday. And it could be one of those, maybe that's the main event for Dynamite on Wednesday night. And they tease it for the entire show of, is Darby Allin going to be able to wrestle? Is he going to be able to appear? Will he be here? And then he shows up. But I've got Sting and Darby Allin winning this match. Let me go to TikTok here real quick. Let's see. And see if there's anything. Bring back the oh, Chris Jericho's not going to bring back the list. He's already said he's not bringing that back. Okay, for my friends on TikTok here, we'll jump to non-AEW Revolution when I'm done talking about AEW Revolution on YouTube. All right, let's go to the main event. It is the AEW Championship, the exploding barbed wire death match with Kenny Omega defending the title against Jon Moxley. If you have not seen an exploding barbed wire death match before, you've been missing out, okay? These are absolutely crazy. And the way it's designed, if I read it correctly, and I'm going to have to bring up, let me see if I can find Kenny Omega's tweet on this real quick. He actually tweeted earlier today exactly what it's going to be. Okay, now unfortunately I can't bring can I bring the graphic over? I don't think I can bring the graphic over. Oh, I might be able to. Let me see. Here we go. Let me see if I can get this on here. I think we got it. Do we got it? I think we might have it. Did we get it? We kind of got it there. It's kind of flashing a little bit. I apologize to YouTube. All right, so 3 sides of the ring ropes are wrapped in barbed wire. Contact with barbed wire triggers explosives on corresponding side. Triple hell, 3 zones on the floor wired with explosives. And a 30-minute countdown timer until all explosives in and around the ring will detonate. That is crazy. And I don't know how to get this off my screen now. Let's see. Remove from stream. There we go. Let's get that off of there. So a couple things I find interesting with that. Only 3 sides of the ring are wrapped in barbed wire, not all 4. There are 3 zones on the floor wired to explosives, and it's a 30-minute countdown timer. So we know either this match is going to go the full 30 minutes and the ring is going to explode with both men in the ring, which would be kind of a cool ending, don't you think? Or it's going to be one man wins at about 26, 27 minutes. Here's my prediction. Kenny Omega is going to retain the AEW World Championship. He's going to get some outside help from either the Good Brothers or Kenta. I see Kenta coming back and being angry that he lost to Jon Moxley in that IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship match just last week. Kenny Omega is going to get helped out with just a little bit of time ticking left on the clock before the ring explodes. Maybe 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Moxley is going to be lying there. He's going to try getting up. He's going to get to the one part of the ring where there's no barbed wire. And all of a sudden, with 90 seconds left on the clock, we hear this incredible music that we've never heard before, and 6 letters appear on the screen. L-E-S-N-A-R. Brock Lesnar is in AEW. He storms down to the ring, just a house of fire, goes and beats the crap out of Jon Moxley for about 30 seconds, just pummeling him, just shot after shot after shot after shot, picks him up and hits just a monstrous F5. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, he bails out of the ring. He stands at the top of the stage, looking down at what he did. Paul White comes out and joins him and just smiles. And the ring explodes with Jon Moxley in the middle. Okay, my real prediction, it's going to end up being Christian. Will be announced as the Paul White Tony Khan signing. It will be somewhere in the middle of the show. They will do it because they're going to want to keep it away from this championship match. I still believe Kenny Omega is going to win. He's going to get some help from, like I said, either the Good Brothers or Kenta, and Jon Moxley will be left in the ring as it explodes. And that's how we write Jon Moxley off of TV for a couple of months so he can spend the last 2 months of his beautiful wife Renee's pregnancy and then a month or 2 at home with Renee and new baby, and then come back in, let's see, that would put us in April, May, June, July. Come back for a July show, maybe early August. That's what's going to happen. But my part with Brock Lesnar, I was thinking about this last night. How freaking awesome would that be if it happened that way? But it won't. It's going to be Christian. Despite the fact that, sorry, I got my wife messaging me. Despite the fact that Wrestling Inc., Raj Giri at Wrestling Inc. swears up and down that Christian has signed a contract with WWE. On the other hand, Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer says, nope, he's not under contract. But who the heck knows? If I was going to put money on it, which I'm not going to because this one is just way up in the air, I say it's Christian. That's it. That is my AEW Revolution predictions. I am super excited about this. Thank you very much for tuning in on YouTube. I will be back on Sunday afternoon with WrestleScope Weekly. I have no idea what the lead story is going to be. A lot of things to talk about. May talk about things that Tony Khan has talked about this week, but we'll be going on with that tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and may come on board with some thoughts of AEW Revolution after the show. We shall see. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you enjoy AEW Revolution. It's going to be a fantastic pay-per-view. I'm John. This is WrestleScope TV. Make sure you click on my bio and click on any of my other videos. Subscribe to my channel. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Have a great night, everybody.